So I just got done watching Jennifer Gardner's one of her pretend cooking things, and I crack up every time I see them. So I decided I'm gonna do one tonight with my peanut brittle. So this is my mom's classic recipe, and it takes the first batch came out a little dark, but I think I have adjusted accordingly, and I think I should be good to go. So it takes 1 cup of raw Spanish peanuts. And my mom had this perfect pouring amber color pot that she did all of her stuff in for peanut brittle. I don't know if anything ever happens to it, if I'll ever be able to replace it, but then she uses 1/2 cup of white cornstarch or corn syrup. And I got this cool measuring cup from Pampered Chef. It makes it very easy to put it in. Just push it right out and scrape it off. And my spoons. And then it calls for 1 cup of sugar. I had to go to the store to get more vanilla and peanuts and baking soda. And then it calls for a dash of salt, so I just put a pinch in. I don't know how much a dash is. And then you will put it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. So we will do that. And we will wait, and I will be back. So we have about 5 seconds, and I'm going to take it out first time. Make sure you use a pop over because it gets very hot. And all you're going to do is stir it. Mix all the sugar and the corn syrup and the nuts together. Not quite sure why, but that's what it says. So the first time you put it in, it's 3.5 minutes. The second time, I had all kinds of notes, and I think when I circle it, it means that next year when I do this, it's supposed to be a certain way. But it's always different. So I'm going to put it back in. First time I put it back in for 3:45 and it was too long. Next time I did 3:40 and it seemed to be perfect. So we're going to put it in for another 3 minutes and 40 seconds, hopefully. That will be the key. My last batch turned out perfect. Put it in my grandma's tin that she used to make her cookies in. You have to butter the baking sheet that it goes on, so I just keep a stick of butter out. Just rub it all over. That way the peanut brittle does not stick. So when the next batch comes out, it's going to, you're going to put a tablespoon of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you'll mix all that up, and then you'll put it in one last time. My grandma, when she used to make peanut brittle, she did it on the stove, and she had the candy thermometer. And anyway, my mom found this microwave recipe, and that's what she did for the last 25 years. I found her sheet when we were cleaning out stuff at my dad's of who all she gave peanut brittle through. She made 80 boxes that she gave away. There's no way I could do that. I'd probably give 20, 25 roller containers. I don't know how she did it. She started like right after Thanksgiving, and she would make a couple batches every night. It's once you get on a roll, it's okay, but it does take some time. Okay, it's going to be coming out of the microwave one more time, and we are going to, always love when the handle turns around just perfectly. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon of butter, and then we're going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't know what makes it sizzle. The butter doesn't sizzle, but the vanilla does. So you mix that up till the butter half melts. I don't ever do the whole thing. I don't know. There's There's things that I wish I would have watched my mom, not that she did, but. Then the last time we were going to put it in, hopefully I don't understand why every time you make this you do it exactly the same, why the time is always different, but I'm going to put it in for 2 minutes and 10 seconds because that's what I did on my last batch and it turned out perfect. So keep our fingers crossed. So we'll put this back in for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. We have our pan ready. The biggest thing when it comes out, you have to have 1 heaping teaspoon of baking soda. I have to go to the grocery and get more of this. So I put in about that much. That's my heaping. Like I said, I never paid attention when my mom made it. The only thing I remember her doing is when she mixed the baking soda in, it sort of foams up and gets light, and then she'd whip it really quick and get really airy, then she'd spread it on the baking sheet and smooth it out as quick as possible. That's the only part I remember of everything she did. So I don't know what the purpose of that was, but I know you have to try to get it as smooth as you can because as it dries, then it sort of crusts over again. So some parts get sort of thick. So we'll see. Hang in there. So we have about 15 seconds left before I pull this out and watch me put the baking soda in. I'll try to maybe tilt it so you can see how foamy it gets. I don't know if I can do that. It's supposedly a very critical time, getting that baking soda in there and whipping it around. So, handle comes right back to the surface again. I love it. Baking soda goes in. We start whipping it up. You can see that it gets foamy. Make sure all the baking soda is incorporated and you just start getting it out on the pan as quickly as possible. The worst part that happens sometimes, usually once during the season, remember it used to happen to my mom too, all it takes is one of those nuts to pop up and hit your hand and you will have a burn. So you spread it out. Even though it looks like the nuts aren't going to be covered, whatever chemical thing this is that happens with baking soda and this stuff, it covers it back up. So I try to get it as thin as I can and then spread it out. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to take it to the garage, only because my mom always did that. Not in Arizona, it's that cold, but it's colder than in here. And then when I get back, I always put my bowl, I run cold water on it to make sure the bottom's cold enough to sit it in my sink, and then I run hot water in it and let it sit. And believe it or not, as sticky as this stuff is, it does dissolve and you can just wipe it out. So I hope you enjoyed this. Every time I cook after I've watched some cooking show, I'm like, I could do that. I pretend like I'm cooking in front of people, even though no one's here to watch me. I'm here all by myself a Saturday night. It's the wife of an airline pilot. He's gone. I'm at home cooking, doing peanut brittle. So anyway, this was fun. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.